I'm going to do my intro again.
Yes, you do.
I like doing my intro. It's fun. What is up, internet people? Welcome back to another Talks Online. We have the lovely Jensen Parker,
Hey, Jensen!
Hi.
aka Dockside Cosplays on Instagram and TikTok. So how have you been, Jensen?
I've been doing all right, you?
Yep. It's going to be very weird asking all these questions again because we've just suddenly had massive problems. We recorded like 20 minutes and it just suddenly just went. Just decided.
Like that.
Yeah, our editor's computer had enough and decided to go all blue screen of death on us. So I'm going to be repeating all the questions.
Scary. So scary.
Yeah.
I was quaking in my little boots.
Oh, you reboot. Why did I sound like Shrek then? Like, oh, look at him in his wee boots.
I'm Donkey! I can't do it. I sounded more like Marge Simpson.
It's like, Donkey! Can you not be yourself for 5 minutes?
Donkey!
Oh, God. Shut up.
So,
Get back to the
Jensen,
question. Yeah.
you are a
So
cosplayer.
Before
Sorry
everything
about that. It cut off.
Michael's dead. So yeah, Jensen. So before we went all to pot, you were talking about your cosplay. You said you did love life stuff. Would you like to elaborate on that? I'm still having problems with English.
So for my Love Live cosplays, I cosplay Rin Hoshizora and Yoshiko Tsushima. They're both from like the same show but different groups. So Rin is from Muse and Yoshiko is from Aqua. So it's two like different kind of songs, performances, different things. But they're both first years and I love them both equally. I normally like both the uniforms for the sets, but I'm working on Aquarium Yoshiko and I've currently ordered Candy Made Rin as well, so that's exciting.
I'm working on. I've now finished Ghastly. For anybody who wants to ask, I've now finished my Ghastly Marvin the Martian mashup, so he's done. I'm now working on Albert Wesker from Resident Evil. I was playing Final Fantasy earlier today. Shut up. I'm not sure because I've got two versions I can do. I can either do the evil like in his black coat version, or I can do him as a lab tech because I've actually got a lab coat. I own a lab coat. Yeah, I don't technically need it for work, so I'm going to butcher it. I'm going to do something with it. You can just imagine me walking into my work as Albert Wesker. It's like, no, no, you're not doing that. Yeah, I work in optics, so walking in with a suitcase full of T-virus, I think people will start running. Late.
The T virus is probably more welcome than COVID-19 virus at this point.
Yeah, I was hoping for a zombie apocalypse. He's like, how dare it disappoint me? No, seriously, I've got weapons everywhere in this flat, and I really want to use them. No, I'm genuinely not kidding. I can literally reach past this phone and pick one up. I'm genuinely not kidding. So nobody says prove it, so I'm not going to. Yeah. So yeah. All right, Jensen. Then question: what skill would you like to have if there was a zombie apocalypse?
Ooh. I think climbing. Just because I could climb over things, I could climb buildings, and zombies just take too long. So that means I can like grab things and throw them off, and it'll do more damage. So.
So you'd rather just stand on the top of a building and throw bricks at zombies?
I mean, yeah, if it takes them long to climb up.
That's giving me Home Alone 2 vibes, that is.
I mean, that's definitely me.
They're just stood on the top of a house. Somebody's trying to climb up a rope on the side of a house. You just go, boop, and crack it with a brick. Nice. I like that strategy. I would be more like the person who like kicks down the door and just goes with swords and everything, literally just carve a path through. That's me. Either that or splat him with a bus. Get a big bus.
Fair enough.
I can put a good word in with my brother. He's an ex-bus driver. I think he knows people. So ask him if I can borrow.
I'm not sure how I'd cope in a zombie. I don't think anything would change for me, to be honest. I mean, I practically live with 3 screaming kids. And maybe the zombies would actually have some useful things to talk about. You know, they might have something more to say than my children do, which is all about Fortnite. You know, my head just sort of switches off.
You know, thing is though, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I don't think Helen would survive because she'll walk into the living room. She looks like a zombie anyway because she hasn't had her morning cup of tea, and I'd be half tempted to like, you know. Yeah,
So,
she's all right though.
Jensen, how did you get into cosplay?
Yeah.
So I started when I was about 14. I'm 17 now, for reference, everyone. I dressed up as Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's for Halloween, and I ended up going to Liverpool MCM dressed as Chica and met someone who was dressed as Bonnie, who's now like one of my close friends. So that was like the main thing. After seeing like the environment and everyone in like really cool costumes, I just thought I really want to try this one day.
Yeah.
Good.
Because we were talking about that before the breakdown of all of our equipment. Yes, we were talking about like different aspects of Five Nights at Freddy's, and it's just reminded me that one of my friends, I can't remember exactly who, but I think they did a almost like a very smartly dressed Springtrap. It was basically like Springtrap's head and hands and things like that and feet, but basically in a suit. And it actually looked really good.
Ooh.
We have so many technical difficulties.
I'm just recording again. Should be fine, hopefully. But it wasn't very reassuring. Yes, who would win in a fight between Chucky and Five Nights at Freddy?
Well, Chucky because he's possessed by an actual murderer.
Yeah, but I mean, Freddy's like a solid robot, and he can't really be powered down. So I'm gonna say Freddy because he's possessed by like a ghost who was murdered by someone. But like when someone's angry about being murdered, they can do anything.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh,
Good question.
Do you think that somebody should take Five Nights at Freddy's on and turn it into a movie?
They kind of have with
I feel like they should. It would be an amazing.
the banana splits of the old days. It's funny, I've got a monkey in my hand.
Yeah, I remember the banana splits back when it was actually good.
Yeah, but they've turned it into a movie based on Five Nights at Freddy.
No, that's weird. I wanted the actual
wow.
proper Five Nights at Freddy's. I want to see an animatronic CGI Freddy and Bonnie and Foxy and the freaking Balloon Boy wandering around.
Yeah,
the books are just as good. I feel like they should turn the books into movies as well. They would be amazing as movies. They have like actual characters as well.
Yeah. I said that some of the Five Nights at Freddy's lore that I've heard about is just really, really freaky. I mean, I do want to read the books at some point. I just haven't been able to get access to them yet. But from what I've heard, they are really, really good.
You can get them on Amazon, I think. You can get like the box set.
Are they like
Bless you.
Are they like the Goosebumps of our generation? Because Steve and I are quite old now.
Hey, what's the old you?
I mean,
ancient, decrepit.
I guess they could be. They have like 3 of the main series, which are the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, and the Fourth Closet, and then you've got like the Freddy Files, which are I haven't read those ones yet, but I think they're like information ones, but they're still pretty cool. And they're like mini stories. So they're all written by the actual creator of Five Nights at Freddy's as well, so they're official.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, coronavirus! Oh, it strikes again.
You should your cake hole. Cake hole. Just because I coughed.
That's it. We're all infected. Oh!
Can you remember ages ago when the internet was a thing and people thought that if you coughed at your computer you could send a virus through it?
You've infected my computer.
God.
That's why it keeps crashing, Steve.
I have not. Shut up.
It is.
Oh. No, honestly, I'm that bad. I couldn't even catch cold. I'm terrible at catching things. I'm absolutely awful at it.
I can't catch it.
I don't think my hands and my arms actually connect to my brain. I don't even think my brain connects to my brain and anything else. There's numerous interviews, Jens, and I just go completely in the head, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. I do have thoughts, but they just go in the wrong places. But that's just me. That's who I am.
Oh, what's your next cosplay then?
Either Len from Vocaloid or Yumiko Jabami from Kakaguri. I need to order her, but like still, same difference.
Yeah, we've got a friend who does Rin from Vocaloid, our Emily. Yeah, Emily does. Yeah, she does Miku and she does Rin. And she recently did one. I think it was back in November of last year at MCM, where she did almost like a gold and black ball gown version. I'm just not certain which version.
Oh wow!
I know it was Rin. That's what I'm talking about.
Emily was actually our guest, second guest, wasn't she? Yes.
She was. She was our second guest on.
Oh wow!
Back in episode 2. You believe we're like 20 odd episodes into this now?
This is
quite a shock.
This is.
Are we hitting 30 yet?
So Katie Ann's is 26, and that's on tonight.
We got 3 after that. 3 after that, so we're 29. Yeah, this is 30 then.
26,
Yay.
27, 28, 29. Yeah, 30. Yeah.
Congratulations!
This is our 30th interview! And it's the one with the most problems.
I could understand if it was episode 666 we'd have problems on. I think we might skip that one when we get that far.
I think our children might have taken over the show by then, Steve.
Oh no, seriously, if we do one a day for the next 2 years. We're all right.
The world's not ready for us yet.
So Jensen, you say you go to Liverpool Con. Is that where you're from?
I'm from the Wirral, but I live it's very close to Liverpool, so it's not hard for me to travel.
Yeah, so I could hear a little bit of twang in the accent, so I knew you were from that area.
It sounds weird because I don't think I have an accent, but the people do.
You have an accent. Yeah. The thing is, people hear me, and if I start talking in a proper Black Country accent, I sound like my nan. Me and my nan could have a conversation in a completely different language. Ridiculous.
Have you been to the Ellesmere Port Comic Con by any chance?
Not to the Comic Con, but I've been to the area. I need to go to one of the Comic Cons there, actually. Seems quite cool.
Yeah, they're small, but they're good. Good fun.
The only thing I really know about the Liverpool area is I watched an episode of a TV show called I think it was James May's Toy Stories. I don't know if you know who James May is. He's one of the hosts of Top Gear, and he's now gone to the Grand Tour with Jeremy Clarkson.
He stayed in my hotel.
Yeah. Oh wow!
He actually built with a team. He built a Meccano bridge to literally go from like one side of, I think it was like a little stream or river or whatever, to the other side.
Yeah,
and it
it's
was all made out of Meccano.
It's Lincoln where he did that, and it's above the little stream that connects it, like one of the shopping markets, like super malls. And I think at Christmas time they have an ice rink over there, which is quite nice. It's been a while since I've been to Lincoln, but it's a beautiful place.
Mm.
But
yeah,
James May, check him out.
Yeah. So, Jensen, obviously you live in the Liverpool-ish area. So, what is what's the next con that you hope to go to? What's your next potential?
I was originally hoping to go to MCM because, well, that was supposed to happen in like the end of March, and I'm in a Love Live Idol group, as you can probably guess, and we were supposed to be performing in the Masquerade there, but it got cancelled. So literally any con now that happens, I will be going to.
But the first one that says we're still on is like you're in.
Apparently the Lincoln one, which is still on in November. Or no, it's at the end of September. Apparently that's still on.
Yeah.
At the engine shed.
Yeah.
I'll have to go then.
Yes, you will.
Yeah, we're just waiting now for like the government to say yes, you can now have people like large events on. I think they said something like I saw the next week or the week after. You can start having events. I think up to 10,000 people. So there's potential that small conventions might be on. MCM Birmingham maybe. Sometimes they have upwards like 30, 40,000 visitors.
But there'll be barriers everywhere and security going, hey, you cannot go between this and that. You know, like.
I can just imagine everybody getting into their costumes and then being put in a big plastic meter by meter bubble. Can you imagine that? Just turning MCM into a big, massive Zorb ball arena.
That'd be.
So there'd be me dressed in like my Grell outfit, and all of a sudden I just run and just pummel straight into a Sebastian that just flings him across the hall.
That would be great for fun. Fantastic for fun. Terrible for music videos. You imagine everyone bumping into the cameras. And also terrible for the shopping experience. You're just about to purchase. You can't get your hand through the plastic bubble. But there's a little slit that you can sit, put it in, and then another cosplayer in another plastic bubble just knocks you out the way because everyone's all congested going, oh, I'm trying to buy this Funko Pop. God.
Not look over and you fall on the floor.
Oh, my card payment's been declined.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping that the Birmingham November is still on. I mean, we've not had any definitive answer from them yet, so there's a possibility that one will stay on. But I don't think they're going to cancel it until literally like maybe 2 months prior. So we might hear something about September for that one.
Yeah.
He's terrified that it's not going to work again.
Okay, let's go. Action.
We're good. Yeah. So right, Jensen, we're going to get on to some silly questions because I like putting some silly questions to people. What, if you could be any, what food item would you be?
I was thinking broccoli and cauliflower question, like sort of question, but you jumped straight to food, so I'm like, I'm really happy that you have because it was swallowing.
Well, you were going to prefer broccoli or cauliflower?
Yeah.
I mean, probably a watermelon. I love watermelons a lot.
Nice.
Now, if it was up to me, I would be probably a double chocolate chip cookie. Yeah.
That's fair.
Cool.
I'll sometimes have these times when, because me and the other half went to our local shopping mall the other day, and Millie's Cookies wasn't open. I really wanted myself like one of those big giant cookies. I wanted one, but they weren't open, so I couldn't have one. It's a shame.
Oh.
Yeah. If anybody wants to, my birthday's in May next year. If anybody wants to buy me a big giant Millie's cookie, I wouldn't say no. Yeah, hint for about 9 months from now.
You better remember that. You better remember that.
Yeah, remember that. I want a big giant cookie for my birthday.
And I want
Actually, if I actually say that, my mother-in-law will probably get me one. Now, my mother-in-law, I'll tell you something. My mother-in-law gets me the weirdest presents for like birthdays and Christmases. I mean, I literally over there, over on the other side of my bedroom now, I've literally got a light-up Super Mario mushroom with sound. It's brilliant. It's the dumbest thing ever, but it's so cool.
Okay.
I love it.
That's
You carry on, I'm gonna go.
That's quite a cool present in retrospect. But what?
It is quite a cool present in retrospect.
Well, let's play the game. What is the worst present you've ever received from anyone?
I have no idea. I think all presents that I get are actually like quite thoughtful. There you go, my mushroom. Yeah, it does light up, but you can't really see it very well in the current lighting. I'll pop in. Yeah, there it is. There we go.
I'm trying to think what my worst present ever was.
Oh.
No. I think I got these like pencils on, but they had like my dead name on them, and because I'd like legally changed my name as well, it was like really embarrassing to open them and just like never use them. I ended up throwing them away, but like it was embarrassing because I was just like, I have many pencils anyway.
Yeah. Ironically, you talking about like personalised pencils. I've got a big bunch of pencils here, and I was flicking through them just like randomly trying to find like my pencil because I have a pencil that's like literally mine, right? Yeah, he's got his pencils, right? Now, Jensen, you may or may not know my other half's cosplay name, right? Now she goes by Huskey Ninja, right? I don't know if you'll be able to read that on there, but that says HuskeyNinja.
I'm gonna message her later. Jensen, what's the first thing you'd do if you were trapped in a Five Nights at Freddy game?
Run away!
I'd definitely find like the office or somewhere to hide. Try and power down the animatronics if I can, but knowing that's basically impossible because they're possessed, I'd just lock all the doors and make sure no one could get in, and probably call for help as well because there's a phone there.
That's what I don't get about like some of the games, because I think it's like the first two games you have somebody, first 2 or 3 games you have somebody calling you on the phone. So if it starts getting freaked out, why don't you ring the police on the phone that was just working?
I don't know, that is a good point.
It's a massive point. There you go.
I think it's to do with the power or something, because when you close the doors and you look at the cameras, it takes up power.
It does, yeah. But that's part of the game now. It's the psychological torment that you're being put through. You literally got to get 6 hours of time. Well, not real time, but 6 hours of in-game time. And you've got to try and limit your power consumption. So you've got to turn off lights. You've got to open and close doors. You've got to check the cameras. It's like, it really does freak you out when all of a sudden you hear something in your left ear hole and it's coming from the left door or the left vent. It's coming from the left door or the left vent, and you know it's there.
This time, Jensen.
Blame Jensen for the technical difficulties.
I pretend I do not see it.
So far we're recording and we seem to be fine this time.
I don't even know how long we've been recording for with the amount of technical difficulties we've been having.
We probably have.
Sorry, that was a car going past my driveway.
What, you turned into a demon?
Who, me?
Yes, you're.
There's a motorbike going past.
That did not sound normal.
That was no motor vehicle. Trust me.
It was a bike. It's the same bike that goes past my flat every evening. Oh.
Is it Ghost
You
Rider?
thought that I'd broken it again?
Yes, I literally started. I am so panicky right now. My anxiety levels are through the roof.
Yeah, you got to write a strongly worded letter to the company that's having problems with the software.
XSplit, you have failed me.
Yeah, like you type it on. It's like, dear XSplit software engineers, fix the damn
And
program.
also, Alienware, why did you give me a laptop with so low personal space inside? You're supposed to be the kings of technology. Instead, I have a brick that has got more data inside it than you do. Joy.
Oh.
Oh. Jensen,
Oh.
how are you feeling?
Oh. I'm just going to cuddle this and hope to God that we don't go again. Oh. Even Sushi's sad.
Have you got any questions for us, by any chance?
Favorite horror film? Hold on, I'll wait until
Oh, favourite horror
the
film?
video's connected again. Keep going on.
Favourite horror film? Jensen. Oh, Steve. Steve, I can't hear you. No, you've gone. I'm not joking.
Oh my god, what's going on?
I can't hear you.
There we go. I'm back on again.
So you're back on.
Oh.
Steve is now off.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi went off.
Right, yeah, I can hear you now. Right.
I don't know why it keeps going off.
Today, for some reason, it's just not working out.
It's not our day.
So, Jensen, did you say favourite horror film?
Yes.
Right, I think from Steve's lips, he was going on about some. Jensen? Jensen?
Yeah. Yes, no, yes.
Oh my god. Sorry, my Wi-Fi.
This is just getting to be ridiculous.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
Right.
You were saying horror films, weren't you?
Yeah. Like favorite horror film.
If it counts, if vampire films count, then my favourite horror film is Interview with the Vampire. I will watch that. I will literally binge watch that and sit down and watch it all the way through without a toilet break at all. I just think it's really good. Really good.
Fair enough.
Mine is the remakes of Stephen King's It, Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I like them. They're funny.
Ooh. I found it funny. Like it wasn't like scary to me as it was funny. But like I'm gonna be extremely boring here and say Saw. Like Saw is like my favourite horror series going. It has not only is it gory, but it has a great like storyline as well. And Detective Hoffman has my entire heart. He shouldn't, but he does. I love his voice.
Saw is actually a really good series.
Yeah. Yeah.
The twist in like the second to last film, because Jigsaw came out. The twist in that, oh my god, it's unreal. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, if you go in films like that, like the Saw films, they're more like thriller type things, like situational horror type stuff. I like the films in the Cube series.
Cube.
There's a series of films called Cube.
Cube.
Yeah.
It's awesome. The first one is amazing, and the twist.
Yep.
You gotta watch
So
it.
we're not going to spoil Cube.
Yeah, watch it.
You're going to spoil Cube, but if you haven't watched that, Jensen, watch Cube. Because there's 3 films in the series: Cube, Cube 2, and Cube 0. Now, Cube 0 is last. It's the 3rd one.
But it's actually a prequel, right?
Yes. Yeah, you get Cube, Cube 2, and then Cube 0, which is a prequel, which is the last one. It's like a bit like Star Wars.
Yeah, you gotta watch that.
But
eventually.
In the first one, in Cube, there's basically a load of people in this structure, in this cube-based structure, and in the structure there's lots of smaller cube-shaped rooms, and in some of them there are traps, in some of them that there aren't, and they try and work their way through this structure to try and get out, and the not like the twist, but the character that you think is like the genius isn't the genius, and the person that you think is it's really weird.
Yeah, you can't say any more without spoiling it. That's the thing. You gotta actually watch it.
But I'm not going to spoil it. But the first scene where you see a bloke go into one of the rooms, it's just like a non-character. It's like somebody just there. This character jumps into the first room that you see, gets sprayed with water, and because he hasn't drunk in ages, he starts wiping it off and starts drinking it. And then all of a sudden, all of his skin starts to peel off.
Because it's acid!
Yeah, and all you see is literally a big pile of human goop on the floor and a pair of boots.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
That's how it is throughout the entire film. The second one deals more on the lines of like the 4th dimension, obviously like time and relativity and that sort of thing. But then the Cube 0 goes to like the origins of the whole series. But it is really good.
Another one of my favourite series of horror films is Phantasm. Have you ever watched that?
Mm.
The Tool.
Never heard.
I'd say it's a classic. It's a classic. You got this metal wall with like things coming out of it and a drill, and it goes. And it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Great soundtrack.
That reminds me, I really like Final Destination as well. That's also really good.
God.
Yes.
I'll tell you, I had a Final Destination moment when I was driving on the motorway once. I mean, it was literally the exact scene, similar scene throughout the film, where I was driving behind this truck, and the truck was literally carrying masses of logs.
Ooh.
And I thought to myself, I've seen this somewhere before. I'm suddenly going to change lanes just in case. I've seen this before.
It's already happened, Steve. This isn't real.
I said,
the incident happened.
I know.
This is hell. Especially today's interview.
Yeah, the interview with the technical difficulties. Oh, it's been honestly, even though we've had tons of technical difficulties, it's just been hilariously funny. Every time suddenly someone suddenly pauses on the screen for like a split second, Michael's panicking.
I'm gonna press stop recording just for a second. Recording has been started. Your recorded files can be accessed from the file menu. I think it might. By God, I think we've done it. We've done it. Oh yes.
No. If it's technology based, if it's a technology based problem and you've fixed it, you have to do it as Boris from Goldeneye.
I can only do Boris from Johnson.
He's the Russian tech nerd.
I am invincible.
I'm invincible. That's the one. I'm invincible. I was playing Goldeneye not long ago on my N64, and you so want to shoot him, but you can't because you fail the missions. I just want to like put a freaking 9mm in the back of his head. I just do. So anyway, after all the techno problems that have been going on, we'll actually get back to conversation.
Techno.
What are you speaking of like computer games? What are you playing at the moment?
I mean, I don't really play games that much. I mean, I've got the small video game and I play Minecraft from time to time. I still have my PS2 at my dad's actually, and it's got Crash Bandicoot and Need for Speed. They are like top quality games.
They are. They are.
Just announced Crash Bandicoot 4 on the PlayStation 4.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes. Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time.
Yeah, it is about time.
The thing is, though, have you noticed the fourth in a series is always about time travel?
Is it?
It's happening in Crash Bandicoot 4. It's happening in Crash Bandicoot 4, and it happened in Sly Raccoon as well. Because Sly Raccoon 4 is called Thieves in Time. As soon as they get to a third one, they think, what can we do now? Right, time travel.
I think that's a conspiracy going on here. A bit of idea nicking between companies. Whoa, you've gone quiet, Steve. Can't hear you. You're very faint. This has happened a couple times.
Yeah, no worries, it's fine.
Oh, this is great. Not.
Can you hear me again?
No, can't hear you.
Genuinely.
Can't hear you.
I
You're
can
not.
hear.
Oh, Jensen, why did you have to ruin that?
He's
sorry.
a pain in the backside. Seriously, you're a pain in the backside, Michael. You seriously are.
I can't.
I know you're.
I'm a good liar.
I know you're actually going to come up to your house and beat you.
As long as you 1 meter distancing, that's fine.
No, I'm just going to rip your leg off and beat you to death with a wet end.
Ah, bludgeoned by your own.
Yes, I guessed like. Oh, honestly, I've never ever seen an interview go this bad with technical difficulties.
It's because I swapped the Pinkie Pie with the monkey.
Yeah, it's evil monkey. Evil monkeys come to disturb us.
Super monkey.
I realise the time. It's 2020 to 9.
Oh no, it's 20 to 9. I've literally just checked myself.
We've got enough material now that we can fill.
Material for an interview. Yes.
That we can fill 5 minutes interview.
Oh.
We can only salvage 5 minutes out of this nearly 2 hours that we've been doing this. Oh, I'm so sorry. But what an experience! You can't get this anywhere else, Jensen.
Oh.
And it's all this person's fault.
It's all the monkey's fault.
I'm never bringing that out again. My monkey.
So we could do that as the comic question of the day, as what people's favourite horror films are. It's a good question.
It's a very good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
So type in the comments, please. Actually, be the first person to type in the comments. That isn't a spam bot. What is your favourite horror film or series? Thank you. And please subscribe to the channel. Please.
But I think Michael sounds so defeated.
Jensen, you have been a fantastic guest, and you've been so strong, you know, putting up with all the technical difficulty. You've seen two grown men cry in front of you.
I mean, you got your difficulties with your file saving, you know, all the pros going for pot. Then suddenly I go quiet for two entire minutes and I think Jensen's the only one who hasn't had technical problems.
She's jumped a couple times or on the screen, like here and there. But
compared to what me and you've been through, like I said, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on. I said, hopefully we can salvage something from this.
Thank you so much for having me.
If we ever see you at a convention, or if somebody from the team ever sees you at a convention, we will get you for an on-screen interview, a proper one.
Yeah, but we'll keep all our devices away from you. You know, just in case.
Just in case I bug them out again.
just
Yeah.
perhaps. No, we're not connecting you and this, but maybe.
Oh, but it's been fun. It's been fun. So, like I said, so if this actually goes up with any modicum of sense, guys, thank you very much for watching. We hope to be back in another interview real soon, if Michael's computer hasn't blown up in the meantime. So, gentlemen, we will see you at Con real soon. Michael, we will see you when you've pulled all your hair out, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Turn off.
Bye.
You can stop recording now. Stop now. Stop it now. Stop it
I
now.
can finally stop it.